There's several things that narcissistic people don't want you to know about them, which I'll add into the description. There's also several things that narcissistic people do not want you to know about yourself, as narcissistic people are characterized with that grandiose sense of self-importance, the excessive need of admiration, a lack of empathy, a sense of entitlement. They fear abandonment, and they have a sense of entitlement. So in order to get their needs met, there's so many things they want to manipulate for you to not recognize certain things about yourself, so that they can remain in charge of you, they can remain in control of you, they can remain feeling superior and better than you. Narcissistic people have that strong desire to strive to tear everybody else down so that they can feel better about themselves. And one of the first things they don't want you to recognize is your resilience in life. They want to go all out to erode your self-belief, erode your values, because they want to feel important. They want you to feel like you're no longer able to make choices in life. They want you to feel helpless. They want you to feel weak. They want you to feel like you're incapable. And when you've survived a narcissistic relationship, you are more than capable of surviving the recovery. They don't want you to know that. They want to try and attack you any way they can. Your resilience, your strength of character is what helps you through that relationship. You have the resilience, but narcissistic people do not want you to recognize this. They want you to feel weak and helpless and hopeless, which is often why we end up very depressed around them. They don't want you to recognize your true potential. By the narcissist gaslighting you, by them criticizing you, belittling you, mocking you, they want to create that self-doubt within you. They want to attack your strengths and your weaknesses, to drive down your confidence, to ensure their dominance over you. They don't want you to identify your strengths. This threatens the narcissist's sense of superiority. It threatens their ego, so they're going to go all out to undermine you and belittle you, because they do not want you to recognize your full potential. They do not want you to recognize that you'll be okay without them. They want you to fear the loss of them so that they can continue treating you in some of the most hurtful ways. They don't want you to recognize that you have an ability to think for yourself. They are going to mock, judge, humiliate and criticize your thoughts, your feelings and your opinions. They work tirelessly to cloud your judgment and exploit your ability to trust within yourself and trust within other people. They gaslight you and they go all out to encourage you to doubt your memory, doubt your perception of events, because they don't want you to think for yourself. They're going to take your personal opinion as a personal attack on them so that you feel bad, so that you apologize to them. They're looking to shut you down because they want you to think how they want you to think. They do not want you being able to think for yourself. They do not want you to recognize your worth. They are going to go all out to exploit any of your flaws, any of your weaknesses, any of your vulnerabilities, any of your mistakes, to make you feel like you are worth less than you actually are. So you feel grateful that they're willing to put up with you. They also want to convince you that your worth depends on their evaluation of you. This is why they might criticize how you dress and then praise you when you dress in a way that pleases them. Praise you when you cook in a way that pleases them, and then discredit you just to keep you on your toes, just to make you feel like you're not good enough. They don't give you, and we can mistake this as constructive feedback, but they don't give you constructive feedback. They criticize you just at the right time to lower your worth, so you're forever working harder to please them, believing it's constructive feedback and you need to grow and develop and change, when in reality it's manipulation, because they don't want you to recognize your worth. They do not want you to recognize your ability to set a healthy boundary. They want you to believe that there is something wrong with your values, something wrong with your beliefs, something wrong with your boundaries. This is when they triangulate and turn around and say, oh, well, so-and-so doesn't mind. Doesn't matter if so-and-so doesn't mind. That's their values, that's their beliefs, that's their boundaries. They're not yours. Just as you respect other people's, other people should respect yours. Narcissistic people will go all out to intimidate you, guilt trip you, threaten you, make you feel like there's something wrong with you, make you feel like you're the one who is being selfish, being awkward, being stubborn, make you feel like you're prioritizing yourself over them, so that you change who you are as a person to serve them. And they want to make you feel like you're being mean, setting a boundary, so that they can continue exploiting you. And they will go all out to smear your name when you set a boundary and claim that you're the one that's been awkward and stubborn and selfish and unkind and uncaring, when realistically you've just had enough of being walked all over by them. You finally stood up for yourself and said no to them. They've become offended and they want to control what other people think of you, because they can no longer control you. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, the best boundaries are physical, psychological and emotional distance from them. Doesn't matter what they say about you. If people want to take their side, they'll learn in their own good time. What matters is your emotional, your physical and your mental health. Distance is always the best. Narcissistic people do not want you to recognize your strengths. They want to go all out to undermine your abilities, undermine your confidence, chip away at you, so you dare no longer speak out, you dare no longer try new things, you daren't be who you are around people for fear of saying the wrong thing, for fear of doing the wrong thing. And this doesn't just happen around narcissistic people. They condition you to then fear being yourself around others, to start hiding who you are as a person, to wear that mask in front of others. And then you start to believe that you're the narcissistic one. And yes, it is a defense mechanism. And yes, you are protecting yourself. But as long as you're not manipulating people, exaggerating stories about yourself, lying to other people, you're not doing it to manipulate people. You're doing it because you've had your confidence stripped away from you. So now you daren't be who you are for fear of criticism that comes across as constructive feedback, but was never constructive feedback. So you change who you are time and time again, that you can no longer recognize your strengths and recognize your abilities, which makes it easier for the narcissist to coercively control you, make you feel like you're not good enough, make you feel like you're the narcissistic one. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Liz Bashaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot get no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. I do also have 2 books out on Amazon, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people. I'll add the link to those. If you're looking for someone to speak to or have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.